There's a narrative pushed on us constantly. Do more, be faster, keep striving if you want to succeed. It's all about running the race of life as fast as you can. But if you've ever pushed yourself to the limit, you've likely felt it too. The faster you go, the more exhausted you become. The more you try to do, the more lost you feel. The truth is, we don't fail because we lack time, but because we squander it on things that don't deserve it. Have you ever asked yourself, if the world wasn't pulling me in all these directions, what would I actually do with my time? Stoic philosophy teaches that success isn't found in keeping up with others or running faster. It's found in slowing down, in focusing on what matters, yourself. When you reclaim your time, you unlock the path to peace, clarity, and fulfillment. This isn't abstract theory. These principles are ones I've lived by, principles forged through years of struggle, trial, and error. They're not just thoughts to ponder. They are lessons that can change your life if you embrace them. So I urge you to pay attention. Take a moment to absorb every word. Reclaiming your time is the first step towards sharpening your focus, strengthening your discipline, and living a life that's truly your own. Every moment counts. Time waits for no one, and neither should you. 1. Define what truly deserves your time. In today's world, our lives are bombarded with distractions. There's always something demanding our attention. Work deadlines, social obligations, the constant hum of technology. But when we lose ourselves in these distractions, we lose what's truly valuable, our time. The Stoics understood this well. Time, unlike money, can't be replenished. Once it's gone forever. Seneca wrote, "People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy." So how do we know what is worth our time? Ask yourself, what truly adds value to your life? Is it the relationships that nourish you, the personal growth you're striving for, or the meaningful goals you want to achieve? When you focus on these things, you'll find the strength to say no to the endless distractions that eat away at your time. We are often caught up in meaningless activities out of fear of missing out, societal pressure, or the expectations of others. But without deliberate choices, your time will be fragmented by unimportant tasks. Think about Warren Buffett's advice. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. The key here is intentionality. The most successful people are those who make time for what matters by choosing to ignore everything else. To get started, create a list of everything you're currently doing with your time and ask yourself, does this contribute to my growth and long-term happiness? If the answer is no, let it go. Picture your life as a garden. For the flowers to bloom, the weeds must be pulled. Letting go of what's unnecessary will not only free up your time, but will also bring mental peace by releasing you from the burden of unimportant concerns. One way to regain control over your time is by using a time-blocking strategy. By allocating fixed time slots for each important task, you ensure that trivial matters don't sneak into your day. Remember, time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's gone, you can never get it back, so treat every moment with the value it deserves. As you begin to focus on what truly matters, you'll start to see changes in your life. By removing distractions and negative influences, you make space for things that nourish your soul, whether it's reading a great book, taking a walk in nature, or simply reflecting in silence. What can you do today to reclaim your time? Start by reflecting on how you're currently using it. It's not about grand gestures. Success is made up of the small, intentional choices you make every single day. Discipline is destiny, as Ryan Holiday wisely stated. Your future is shaped by what you choose to do right now. 2. Stop borrowing time from your future. In the rush of modern life, we often find ourselves pushing the pause button on our happiness. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy once I achieve that goal, once I have more time, once I'm successful. But here's the problem. We can't be certain that the future will unfold the way we expect, and in the meantime, we may look back and realize that we've squandered too many precious moments waiting for a better tomorrow. Seneca's words resonate deeply here. We are always complaining that our days are few and acting as though there would be no end to them. We lament that life is too short, yet we live as if it were infinite. It's easy to delay the things that matter most, thinking we'll get to them later. But that later may never come. Each moment you borrow from your future is a moment of life that is lost forever. How many times have you found yourself saying, I'll rest when I'm done with this, only to be met with an endless stream of new tasks that never seem to end? The truth is, true success isn't about sacrificing everything for an uncertain future. It's about making the most of the present moment. Think of Haruki Murakami, the famous writer, who didn't wait for the perfect moment to begin his writing journey. Instead, he wrote every morning before work. By starting where he was with what he had, he turned his dream into reality. So don't let the future rob you of today. Ask yourself, if not now, when? Are you living the life you truly want? The way to stop borrowing from the future is to begin taking small, meaningful actions today. Don't wait for everything to fall into place. Start where you are. If you want to improve your health, begin with just 15 minutes of exercise a day, instead of waiting for the perfect schedule. If you want to learn a new skill, dedicate 30 minutes every evening. Small, consistent steps lead to long-term transformation. 3. Embrace the present moment. We often find ourselves dwelling on the past. If you want to reclaim your time, one of the most important things you can do is set boundaries. In a world that constantly demands your attention, it's essential to create clear lines around how you use your time and energy. The Stoics recognized the importance of boundaries, both in how they managed their own lives and in how they interacted with others. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This waste occurs when we allow others to demand our time without giving us the space to focus on what truly matters. Whether it's work, social obligations, or random distractions, setting boundaries ensures that you protect your most valuable resource, your time. Creating boundaries begins with understanding your priorities and deciding where to direct your energy. It means saying no to the things that don't align with your long-term goals and values. It's easy to feel guilty about saying no, but remember that your time is a reflection of your life. You can't afford to waste it on things that don't serve you. One way to set boundaries is by being clear about your commitments. If something doesn't contribute to your growth or well-being, don't be afraid to turn it down. In practical terms, this might involve limiting time spent on social media, creating work hours that you stick to, or avoiding conversations that drain your energy. It's about being intentional in how you allocate your time. As you begin to set boundaries, you'll find that you have more space for what matters most. You'll have the time to focus on personal development, to nurture your relationships, and to engage in activities that bring you joy. By respecting your own time, you teach others to do the same. The power of reflection and self-examination. A powerful tool in reclaiming your time is regular self-reflection. The Stoics emphasized the importance of examining one's actions, thoughts, and feelings to live a life of virtue and purpose. Marcus Aurelius would write in his journal daily, reflecting on how he could improve and grow. This practice of self-examination allows you to recognize when you're spending your time wisely and when you're veering off course. Regular reflection doesn't just help you assess your productivity, it helps you assess the quality of your time. Are you spending your time in alignment with your values? Are you focusing on what truly matters? Reflection gives you the opportunity to course correct, to ensure that your actions are in line with your ultimate goals. This can be as simple as taking a few minutes at the end of each day to review your choices. Ask yourself, what went well today? Where did I waste time? Did I spend my energy on things that matter? Regular reflection will give you the clarity needed to refine your focus and live intentionally. 7. Accept what you cannot control. One of the central tenets of Stoic philosophy is the recognition that there are things within our control and things outside of it. When we focus on things beyond our control, like the actions of others, the weather, or world events, we waste precious energy and time on forces that we cannot change. On the other hand, when we focus on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and attitudes, we reclaim our time and regain our peace of mind. Epictetus taught, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us." The Stoic idea is not about passively accepting the status quo, but rather about understanding where your efforts are most effectively directed. When you invest time and energy into controlling the things within your sphere of influence, you are not only preserving your mental well-being, but also creating an environment in which you can thrive. Think about the situations in your life that you tend to react to the most. Is it a difficult colleague at work? Unpredictable circumstances that throw your day off track? While you can't change these external factors, you can choose how to respond. The power lies in how you interpret these events and the actions you take moving forward. By accepting what you cannot control, you free up mental space and emotional energy for the things that truly matter. You stop wasting time on worry and frustration, and instead direct your efforts toward cultivating virtues like patience, resilience, and focus. Every moment you spend resisting the inevitable is a moment lost. The more you embrace what is outside your control, the more time you gain to focus on your internal growth and personal success. 8. Live according to your values, not society's expectations. The world constantly tells us how we should live, what we should value, and how we should spend our time. But the Stoics believe that true success comes not from adhering to external expectations, but from living in accordance with your own values. In a world where social media, advertisements, and societal norms constantly shape our choices, it's crucial to step back and ask, what do I truly value? What is my purpose? Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Many people, caught in the relentless pursuit of approval and external validation, end up sacrificing their time on pursuits that don't truly matter to them. This might include pursuing a career or lifestyle that isn't aligned with their deepest values, or spending time with people who don't bring them peace or growth. When you live according to your own values, you reclaim your time. You choose how to spend it, not based on what others think or what society tells you is important, but based on what aligns with your own sense of meaning and purpose. This may involve taking a step back from the hustle and bustle of life and reassessing your priorities. Start by clarifying what matters most to you. Is it health, learning, family, creativity, or something else? When you clearly define your values, you will find that your time becomes more meaningful. You will stop saying yes to things that don't align with your purpose, and you will start saying yes to the activities, relationships, and passions that truly nourish you. In practical terms, this could mean simplifying your life, cutting out unnecessary distractions, or aligning your work and leisure activities with what is meaningful to you. By doing so, you will find that your time is spent more intentionally and your life becomes a reflection of your values, not the expectations of others. 9. Practice gratitude to appreciate your time. Another profound Stoic practice that helps you reclaim your time is the cultivation of gratitude. We often get so caught up in striving for more success, more possessions, more recognition, that we forget to appreciate what we already have. But when you practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you already possess, including the precious gift of time. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." This simple reminder helps us appreciate the time we are given each day. Time, after all, is the one thing we can never buy more of. Once a moment has passed, it's gone forever. By practicing gratitude for each day and each moment, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude allows you to live more fully in the present, appreciating what you have and the people around you. It also helps to prioritize your time. When you're grateful for the time you've been given, you're less likely to waste it on distractions or meaningless activities. Instead, you start to focus on the things that bring you joy, fulfillment, and growth. A practical way to integrate gratitude into your life is through daily reflection. Take a few minutes each day to write down what you're grateful for, whether it's the beauty of nature, a moment of connection with someone, or simply the opportunity to learn and grow. This practice helps you reconnect with what truly matters and reinforces your commitment to spending your time wisely. 10. Time is your most valuable resource. Use it wisely. The fundamental Stoic belief is that time is the most valuable resource we have. Unlike money, once time is spent, it cannot be replenished. Therefore, every moment should be treated with the utmost care and consideration. If you view time as a limited resource, you'll begin to make intentional decisions about how you spend it. Seneca wrote in his On the Shortness of Life, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." This profound insight reminds us that life isn't necessarily short. It's our tendency to squander time that makes it feel so fleeting. We waste time by giving in to distractions, procrastination, or living for the future instead of living in the present. To make the most of your time, it's essential to understand its value. One powerful way to do this is to start each day with a clear intention. Ask yourself, what is the most important thing I can do today? Then, focus your energy on completing that task. By prioritizing what truly matters, you ensure that you are investing your time wisely. This mindset shift is transformative. Rather than feeling like you're constantly chasing time, you begin to control it. You create your own schedule, set your own boundaries, and choose how to spend your days based on what is most meaningful. Your life will reflect this intentional use of time, filled with purpose, growth, and satisfaction. Conclusion. Reclaim your time. Reclaim your life. Reclaiming your time is not just about becoming more efficient or managing your calendar better. It's about choosing to live with intention, purpose, and clarity. Stoicism teaches us that time is the most precious resource we have, and when we use it wisely, we unlock the path to a life of fulfillment and success. The key to reclaiming your time lies in your ability to focus on what truly matters, your own growth, the relationships that nourish you, and the activities that bring you peace and joy. By defining your values, setting boundaries, embracing the present, and practicing gratitude, you take back control over your most valuable asset. In the end, success is not about doing more or running faster. It's about slowing down, focusing on what matters, and making each moment count. As the Stoics remind us, time is finite. Use it wisely, and you will create a life of meaning and fulfillment. Start today. Reflect on how you are spending your time and make intentional decisions that align with your values. Reclaim your time, and in doing so, you reclaim your life.